Light back on. Light off. I'm going to change the engine to the other direction. How smooth is that? That's really nice. Light back on. Now I'm impressed. With this beautiful smooth sound, I'm impressed. G'day, it's another bloody gorgeous day here in Paradise, Christchurch, New Zealand. It's arrived a little bit late, time of year I think. It's been nearly 20 years since I've built a kit steam engine. This was built from an English kit, but I'm very excited to see something cost effective coming from China, and it's a mill engine. It's the classic Stephenson's reversing steam engine. It's got a whistle, it's got the water sight glass, it's got a beautiful little scale tap and a beautiful generator, gorgeous light. It's everything that you want that classic steam engine model to be, and nothing really less. It's a really nice model. Construction looks neat, tidy, smart, stainless steel, brass, and this is a kit that anybody can build. Really, you think it's hard tuning a steam engine to get the valves right? This one just works. This one just works out of the box. I was amazed. So I'm going to show you the kit. I'm going to show you the build. I'm going to show you the first run and the second run, and then we're going to do some conclusions. I'm thinking this is a parcel from sterlingkit.com, of which I am extremely excited to be offered and to receive. And this is hugely exciting for me, because I started as a steam guy, and while the Retrol beam engine didn't interest me, the Retrol mill engine interests me greatly. This is the last kit engine I built. This is a new release from Sterling Kit and Retrol, and it is a beautiful, beautiful box, Christmas themed. If you want to get it for Christmas, that's perfect. It would make an outstanding gift for your man. Okay, and steam engine model instructions. Mill engine, very nice. Usual good quality packaging. I mean, that's beautiful. Really nice. So largely assembled, more than I assumed. It's not going to take long to build. Yeah, what do you think of this, man? It even comes with a toolkit. A nice pair of tweezers for the tweezing of. Actually, that's nice to see. Oh, and this is really good. I've been wanting something like this, so that's really nice to see that. Quite thick. Can you see that? So that is really smooth. Happy with that. That's the slide valve. We've got the oil, usually that's an oil reservoir there. We've even got, amazingly, we've got little steam glands here. Look at them. That's unusual to see that. and good to see that. That's a cool thing to see. We've got a bearing on our slide valve. That's really nice quality. Nothing of the same quality on this, but mind you, that's an older design. So I'm hopeful that I don't need to like take this apart and reseal everything. Let's just build it the way that we're told to. We'll just put it together and see what happens. So 22 times 4, 22. Now rather than use their perfectly acceptable hex keys, I'm going to use my Weha tools. It's a little bit easier. So, hardly any wiggle there, and I think easy to get that straight. I'm gonna... Okay, each of these bolts comes with a nut already on it, so that's kind of helpful. I was looking for the nuts thinking, oh no, where's my nuts? You know, as you do, and no, my nuts were here all the time. The nut emergency is over. I'm actually going to do this up the opposite way, just because that's what I want to do. I want to have the nuts at the top. So the reason I'm putting the heads at the bottom and the nuts at the top is because I like the hex look better than the circular head look. I like the external hex look, so that's what we're going to do. Nice little bearings, open bearings. You can see the ball in them, and I like that. I just like details, little details. Again, we've got bearings on that. I mean, that's remarkable, actually, to me, to have bearings on that. Okay, you want to get this the right way around with this sticky outy bit on this side. Like so. Like that. It's very clear about how this is assembled. If any of you guys want to see that slide valve a bit closer, that's what it looks like. Yep. This is the shaft, and it's quite clear that the little lock nuts, little grub screws, need to be on this plane, all of them. Right, let's get that in there. Okay, they're all metric grub screws, which is good. Okay. But when I say fiddly, it's really not that fiddly. Like, if you've ever messed around with stuff like this, you'll know there's much fiddlier. Nice, really good measuring of that crankshaft there. That's perfect. It's you know, it's flush at both ends, which we like to see. Somebody's taken care with every step of this. I'm impressed, you know, good on them. It means that if you have a kid and you want to build this, you're not going to have problems. But you want to get that, yeah, you want to get that flush with that so you don't have that knocking into there. So now that I've got that flush and tight, I can start to tighten up these other bits. That's it, basically. Okay, yeah, we need to start tightening stuff up. Right, this bit, very solid part. Okay, we're up to the wiring underneath. This is the firebox. Beautiful stainless steel firebox. Good to see. The boiler looks just beautiful. So cute, so nice. So we've got a really strong looking water display here. Nice scale taps here. Massive whistle that's going to sound great here. Big safety valve here. Very happy with the look of that. Okay, that's it. Really good fit, really just absolutely sits there really well. And let's see if it's straight. It's bloody, it's really close to straight. Now this is an interesting thing. We've actually got a stainless steel mesh meth's wick, 2 of them. That's pretty cool because they work really well. Metal meshes work really well, and they're, you know, you can push these up and down, so really adjustable. And that bit fits over the top, which stops. This is a smart design because we've got a bit of spacer here, so we've got an air gap between the heat of the flame and the base, so that the flame doesn't start that boiling and make it unsafe. Massively exciting for me to be running a steam engine again for the first time in ages, and I've been really impressed in the build of this. I've been really impressed with how everything just lines up on the shaft and you don't have to do any wondering about that. It's really unusual to see steam condensate taps here to let the steam condensate out. This is a big piece of solid metal, and it's a good idea to be able to blow that out. I've put the spare bit of tubing they supply, and just see that off to the side there. That's going to be my condensed steam exhaust. And yeah, things like the mesh rather than a hemp wicks, things like the air gap so that the heat doesn't whack into here and boil the meths off at a different speed once it heats up. The whistle, the little scale tap at the top, excellent set. The looks are fantastic, and may I say, so Christmassy, with the red box that comes with it, which I'm using as base today. So as for oil, well, we have a little oil reservoir here. I'm going to use a mixture of grease and oil. Oil in there, and there. Yeah. To fill the engine, I think you should get yourself a syringe or a miniature one of these. I've not used a syringe to fill the boiler of a steam engine before. I'm going to use these, but I guess they could leak more, couldn't they? I recommend that you turn the engine on or open the whistle to do this. I'm going to open the whistle and just because you want the water to go in without getting stuck and coming back at you. Okay, you can clearly see that at the top there. That's where we're going to go with that. Whoa, yeah, it's burning. It's a bit hard to see. There you go, you can see that quite well. Soon we'll start to hear the wonderful sounds of creaking and sort of that cavity boily sound that you get from steam engines when they start to come alive. And the smell of the fire. This is hard to describe to a kid, but if you get one of these for a kid, they will soon learn the joy of a model steam engine. And might I say, a pretty good one as well. It's not a simple oscillating engine, it's a proper double-acting slide valve with Stephenson's reversing gear. You know, that's pretty important to us model steam kids. It certainly was to me when I was a kid. It's got a beautiful generator and an absolutely beautiful light. And the little glands here for opening up and letting out the condensate when you're starting. Great idea. Right, we'd better put the safety valve on. Can feel the heat coming up out of that. Okay, and I'm going to put on the oil reservoir cap there. I might get a visit from one of my cats if we're lucky. Whoa, here we go. What do you think of that, Tiggy? Let's have a look at the water glass, see if we can see any signs of boiling. Actually, I can, you know, I can see what looks like boiling there. Now, if there's an enormous bang and you see, you know, blood all over the screen, then the boiler's exploded, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, see the water coming out of here? Right, that's heating up there, letting the condensate come out of the little glands. Ooh, that's getting hot coming out of those, so I think I can, yeah, you can see that coming out of both of those, so I'm going to do that up now. And now we're getting a bit of water out of the exhaust here. But the engine's nearly going, I can see it already. Okay, I've overfilled it. So it'll be interesting to see as it gets up steam if we have a reasonably equal back and forward stroke there. Okay, this is its very first run. There's been no adjustment. We have the dynamo on, perfectionist build-it-yourself model engineers among you will detect that that could be improved, but my word, not by much. You know, and for something that I've just thrown together with no adjusting at all, pretty good. I could adjust it without doing much. So the clonk 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 was my fault. What I didn't check was that I'd adjusted this correctly. So it sounds alright like that, you don't get a clonk clonk clonk. But does that piston hit the back or the front? Well, let's hold this here and slap it into the back. No, there's no banging on that end. What about the other end? Right, there's our problem. So I need to adjust this. Should be nearly off there. It was nearly right with this nut, so we need to just find one a little bit thinner. Yep, that's perfect. Perfectamundo. So I can whack this into both sides and get no noise at all. Putting our, just making sure that this is over here. We're going to open these condensate taps. Drain cocks, I think they're called. Cylinder drain cocks. Yep, I can see the oil is going in with the bubbling there. So I know it's heating up. I'm just gonna close that with the whistle open. This is the kind of speed I like, and I've probably got my burner pretty much exactly where I want it. We'll try reversing it. Very, very nice. So it's not going crazy. I could run that hotter if I wanted to. Let me check for leaks. No leaks. I'm going to try the whistle. Very good whistle. Love it. Okay, and we're going to just turn that around and check our boilie bit. Can you see the water boiling away there gently? Nothing too crazy. Beautifully quiet, beautifully running engine. It's going to make it a bit darker in here. Right, we'll turn off the light. And light back on. Listen to that engine, it's so smooth. Light back on. Light off. I'm going to change the engine to the other direction. How smooth is that? That's really nice. Light back on. Now I'm impressed. With this beautiful smooth sound, I'm impressed. Listen to that. Very, very nice. What's that? That's the water that's coming out of the exhaust.
Why is it so scungy?
Because it's got oil in it, because oil goes through there and comes out the exhaust.
No, like it's the white stuff.
It's oil. It's what oil looks like when it's mixed with water. Emulsion, remember? Smooth. No more banging. Really nice. Really impressed with that. There's a cat fight going on.
No.
Stevenson's reversing. Can you stop hassling him? I'm trying to record a video. Yep, I'm impressed. Listen to that. Really impressed. Nice, real nice. We're nearly out of water. I'm just going to take this out, blow that out. This has got everything. I mean, as a kid, I played with steam models. They were my thing. They are what got me into the world of engineering and got me good with my hands. And as a kid, I didn't want a oscillating, single-acting, oscillating engine. I wanted a proper steam engine. I wanted a double-acting slide valve engine. I didn't want a beam engine. I wanted a double-acting slide valve engine. Better yet, I wanted the Stephenson's Link reversing. And this Chinese engine does a really good job of that. In fact, as you'll see, it does a remarkably good job of that. Everything just fits into place. I'm getting ahead of myself. Watch the build, watch the videos, and I think you'll decide that it's a great product at a great price, and it would make a great gift.